To learn more about the AirWayBill app, we are joined live by Khaled Saleh, Managing Director of AirWayBill. A very warm welcome to you, sir.
Hi, Evan. It's really a pleasure talking to you today, and I would like to thank you for calling us and sending our regards, of course, to all your respected listeners on behalf of our team at AirWayBill.
Thank you very much. Could you please tell our listeners in more detail about the application? How does it work?
When many people ask for favors to get them things while coming back from another city or country, or when you forget something, for example, in another country and you want it back, that's why AirWayBill is there. As an app on iOS, Android, and even on our fully integrated website application, simply when you're planning for your next trip, just add your trip details on our app, browse the requested items in the city you're going to, or even those requested in your city when you will come back. Offer your fellow member to fulfill his request, and when he accepts you, it's done. You will just buy the item yourself, and you have it delivered to them, and you get an amount you paid plus the shipping fee from us, as we already held it from the buyer's credit card once you accept it. So, yeah, and by the way, our carriers are so free to carry as many items as their credit card can handle. So it's just giving the freedom for access and freedom for shipping and delivery.
Amazing. How successful were the tests of this application? What are its main advantages compared to other types of delivery service?
The great thing that we saw our pre-launch research that we did for 1 year and a half or something going live. We found a lady who shipped a wedding dress that was left behind in a hotel in Dubai to Cairo, Egypt. Other who got a perfume that was just out in France and had it delivered to Saudi Arabia. Someone, for example, asked for a new mobile and someone brought it from Europe and was delivered to Africa. So simply, we found AirWayBill doing what we built it for, to connect people in continents with 3.5 billion travelers who travels all around the world yearly. That will give them access to great things and will let them do their things faster, more efficient, and even with less price than the conventional services available to do.
What kind of objects can be delivered with the help of this application? Are there any specific regulations regarding the item delivered or the delivers themselves?
Yeah, that's really a great question. As a Spanish company, we proudly follow the strict European Union regulations. And we always remind our community members that anything which is unsealed, legal, and compliant with our terms and conditions, that we welcome everyone to read it on our websites, and the travelers can carry with them in planes, trains, and cars, can be delivered. So simply, the options are open and are there. With complying as well with all countries' laws, and for sure everything should be declared to customs as stated in our terms and conditions. And we just have one condition, which is the item's value cannot be exceeding $9,999, according to our policies.
How do customs and excise treat these sorts of transactions?
Sorry?
How does customs, when you arrive in a different country, when you're carrying all these items potentially, how do they treat it?
No, simply it's everyone. Every carrier is just treating the things as his items till he will be giving it to the receiver who requested the item, or the person who he's delivering the item to. So it's simply like everything that will be applying. For example, let's say you're traveling to Mumbai in India. You know all the regulations that Mumbai is having from limits that you can get things inside with more than this amount of dollars that you will be able to. You must declare it so as to pay the customs required for that. And from that point, you will be knowing the regulations, and you should comply with that. And you should state it clearly in the app before requesting or before carrying an item. You should state clearly that you already checked everything, all the laws, and everything that this item is complying with. And another thing that you aren't able to, you are so urged to check everything in the item. If it's a shipped item, not a carried item, you shouldn't carry anything which is fishy, anything which is having not a very clear thing. Like, for example, we had someone delivered keys. He forgot his keys and he wanted someone to deliver the keys. So the keys are there. Documents, things which are so clear. Of course, as the TSA spokeswoman, for example, we had in one of our articles that were reviewing AirWayBill, the TSA spokeswoman said, of course, such activity is like nothing is having a problem there, but every carrier will be liable for his own things that he's carrying. So simply, this is it.
Excellent. And lastly, how are you planning to develop this idea in the future?
So if you are asking how we as a team see AirWayBill in the future, I want just to look 5 years back in the world. Who would have ever trusted to get in someone's car or let someone, he or she, just knew to sleep at their house, you know? So this is the trust that we found in the world, and this is how great the people showed us that they are still, and they are always are. So that's how we see AirWayBill. We see AirWayBill as a future, as a future of shipping. To have everything in the palm of your hand from thousands of miles, just as fast as a flight away, which won't exceed 1 day for sure if it's not in the same day as.
Well, that's very interesting. That's an excellent idea. Well, but unfortunately, we've run out of time. That was Khaled Saleh, Managing Director at AirWayBill.